Hi there everybody, welcome to the vlog. I do a lot of traveling for music and for fun. Waking up in a hotel room can be funny. It can take me a couple of minutes to be like, get my bearings and be like, oh yeah, I'm in wherever. There's nothing quite like waking up, being a little groggy and being like, oh my god, I'm at Disneyland. We're back at 7:52 a.m. A beautiful morning. A nice chilly day for about an hour or two until the 31 degrees Celsius kicks in. We got Disneyland today, and then also I get to explore California Adventure. Even though it closes at 10 today, we still got a full 14-hour day to experience the parks. All right, here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Even though I was just here yesterday, that never fails to give me goosebumps. I've got my lightning lane booked for a Haunted Mansion holiday, one of the ones I missed yesterday, but I've got until 9:10 to be there, so I'm gonna take my time. Yesterday I had a chill day with no lightning lanes, and I wonder if I honestly enjoyed it more, not having to panic about running across the park to make my lightning lane reservation. I was just wandering around at my own leisure, and if a line looked manageable, I got in it. It was a really wonderful day, and today should be just as magical. I'm repping my Kiss shirt today, as the big show is tomorrow. You know, I wasn't able to do much on the west side of the park, my favorite part of the park yesterday, so I think before even I get to my lightning lane for Haunted Mansion, I'm gonna see if I can't beat the line over at Indiana Jones.
In just a moment, we invite you to get your ears on and begin your adventure as you explore Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom.
The crowd is moving. We are in. You know, I'm just thinking, it's one of those things where if everybody in front of me goes into Indy as well, we could still be looking at an hour-long wait. So, who knows? Let's see. Well, they haven't posted an exact wait time, but we are outside the entrance to the ride, so I'm hoping they haven't expanded the line too much in there yet. I love Adventureland, man. Entering the jungle. I'm really hoping they open the Jungle Cruise. It doesn't look like it's open. Maybe they're doing a holiday overlay. I'm really going to be sad if I miss out on the Jungle Cruise on this trip. I was really excited for it. It's one of my favorites. Just got word that it's closed all day today too. May it please open tomorrow. Oh no, they got Scrim up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wow, okay, so it'll be closed. That's a shame. I'm really disappointed about Jungle Cruise being closed, but we're getting into the temple. That's a good thing. One of the great Disney queues of all time. We'll see if everything's operational. Last year when I was here, the rolling rock was not working.
Attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high speed and turbulent.
Look at this, we're getting almost right on. Oh, so exciting.
Hello?
We are in.
Oh, my friend. The brakes may be needing a little adjustment, but easy on the curves. You have chosen life. This path leads to timeless youth and
Oh god, I looked right into the eyes.
you looked into my eyes. Your path now leads to the gates of
Rolling rock operational. It's back. Yeah, look at this. They're doing some serious work here on Jungle Cruise. I do not think it'll be open tomorrow. That's such a shame. But had a lot of fun on Indy. Always great. Look at this. It's downright calm. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't expect this to continue throughout the day, but let's hope it can. Getting into the Haunted Mansion. Lightning lanes are the best.
'Twas the nightmare before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was peaceful, not even a mouse.
Oh, the gingerbread smell is so good.
Welcome to my Christmas delight! Well, I think they like our Christmas. Oh, Noogie and me! This is good! Come here now! You're gonna stop and stay!
From here, this will be a really wild view of the construction they're doing on Splash Mountain. Unbelievable. I'm really glad. Last year I knew it was closing, and I'm glad I got a chance to ride it for what I knew was the last time. I am really excited for, we'll see what they turn it into. I mean, of course we know the Bayou Adventure, but I'm really excited to see what that looks like. And people are working on it right now, look at that. It's always crazy to see people working on the park at all hours of the day. I know these refurbishments seem long, but they're working hard up there. You know, as a result, Critter Country is a little bit empty. I said in the last video, I wonder if they're going to turn Critter Country into kind of an extension of New Orleans Square or a whole new area. I don't really know. But yeah, all we've got now in this area is the Hungry Bear restaurant, and of course, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which doesn't appear to be open yet. But yeah, we're in a different era. Hi, Winnie. As we have a photo op developing with Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I don't know what the future is for this area. Of course, it has a rich history here at Disneyland. I believe a lot of the shops back in this area date back to the Country Bear Jamboree area of Disneyland. Yes, but there's virtually nobody back here. Just not the huge wealth of attractions there used to be. I decided to use my next lightning lane on another ride I didn't get to do last time, Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, but I kind of forgot that I'm bypassing one of my favorite lines in the park. The queue line for this ride is actually off.
We've been there! Now get away from this magnet, boys, whilst I choking you.
Danger! Warning! Warning! Danger! Danger! Warning! Warning!
Fun to see all these old gags in effect back in use. I'm gonna head over to California Adventure here. The Oogie Boogie is mostly gone. His bottom half is still there today. It's November 2nd. The O in California is still a pumpkin. And over here, I just noticed some of the Halloween-y stuff is gone. And some of it remains. I guess every night they just sort of chip away at it as we get prepared for Christmas time. All right, I am back in lovely California Adventure for my first time on this trip, going down beautiful Buena Vista Street, and not going to spend as much time on this side, I don't think, but going to see what we see. You know what? I'm going to splurge a little bit and experience a bit of the good life at the Carthay Circle Lounge. Just lovely. For me, you know, there's all these shops here. I don't really spend a lot of time in gift shops. I don't spend a lot of money in gift shops. For me, it's the food experiences where I really break the bank. Let's check the wait time here on Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Yet another ride I didn't get a chance to do last year. It seems to have been pretty low so far today. Let me see. 45. It's been like 10 minutes all day, and then I walk up to it, and 45 minutes it is. Oh well, I'll get to this one later. You know, I kind of miss the old Hyperion Theater. With its shows that used to come in. I remember watching the Aladdin show there and later the Frozen one. I feel like it's been closed since the COVID pause shut everything down. I seem to recall hearing rumblings. I don't know if there's a show that's gonna get started later. But I feel like I heard something about this theater space being reused for something, because there hasn't been a show in this full-scale theater space that they've had here for a while, in good few years now, so that would be really nice to see. And in front of me you'll see an attraction that I refuse to do. In all my trips to Disneyland, I have never gotten on the old Tower of Terror, which is now Mission Breakout. That idea of a huge giant drop scares me, so not gonna get on that one. Maybe someday, but every time I go there and I look at it and I'm like, no, not for me. This is all part of a whole new themed land, themed towards Marvel. Marvel movies is another IP that I never personally got too into. And I went on the Web Slingers ride last year, and I gotta be honest, it wasn't for me. I've never been a fan in general of the game style rides where you're like collecting points and stuff. And I get that it's cool that you don't need any sort of controller or anything, you just use your wrist to shoot the webs, but I don't know, I was semi-bored by it. But I know it's very popular, and I'm in the minority with that opinion, but just me. If you want to roast me in the comments for that hot spicy take, go ahead. But the theming is all very, very cool, like everything at the Disneyland Resort. Really well done. This, of course, replaced It's a Bug's Land here in California Adventure. I know there were some people sad to see that go, but, you know, in all of the themed lands, it was not necessarily the most immersive, so of all of the things. I never like to see Disney lose any attractions, but wasn't too heartbroken about that one necessarily. I gotta say, I've always liked the Grizzly Peak area. It feels very Pacific Northwesty to me. I know it was themed towards Northern California, but still, it makes me feel like home. I guess this is pretty much all that's left from the original 2001 vision of California Adventure. The park is not really themed towards California at all these days, with the exception of this little area. But obviously, I like what they've done with the place. It's a pretty common theme that people consider this to be an improvement from the way it once was. I was gonna go check out the like rapids ride they have, but I feel like with the temperature getting a little hotter here in the early afternoon, it may be busy. No, it seems to have broken down. Why not? Might as well. Every time I come here, I see little things I didn't see before, like this. In the distance, mega sub building. It looks huge. I should take a look at it from a different angle. I'm sure there's some forced perspective going on, but that looks crazy.
of your visit to the Worldwide Engineering Brigade Open House. The spider bots are currently consuming everything in sight and multiplying at an alarming rate. If left unchecked,
Oh no, the bots are in the pipes. Sorry guys, I can't film this one. I need my wrists for web slinging. I gotta admit, I got more into it that time than I did last time. Partially because I was actually, for once, in the lead in my group for the longest time until somebody passed me right at the end. Darn it. You know what? I'm gonna avenge my loss though. For my next lightning lane, I have chosen Toy Story Midway Mania, another game-based thing, and I'm gonna try to get top score on it. All right, our time has come to enter the world of Monstropolis. I always loved Monsters Incorporated as a kid. I wore out the VHS tape, so it's really cool to be in here.
Y vigilen a sus hijos. Gracias.
Monster snack.
Hello. If you are new to the area, the Monstropolis Chamber of Commerce would like to welcome you. While you're in town, be sure to...
We interrupt this program for a special report. A child is on the loose in Monstropolis.
A child?
A human child.
Oh, googly bear.
When this human child throws me with his telepathic control, it made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. Then it grabbed me with a giant.
Oh, boo, we gotta get you home.
There's a kid here, a human kid.
Parking on unit. Just spread out and lock it down.
There's nothing down here.
Race you to the scare floor.
It's been the most terrifying day of my life.
Can I? Kitty's gotta go now.
I'm gonna wander through Cars Land. I love Cars Land. The first time I came to the Disneyland Resort was 2013, and I was absolutely blown away by what at the time was a brand new land. I was obsessed with Cars and the Cars franchise growing up, so to see it come to life is amazing. I mean, look at this. Look at this place. I love Fillmore's taste in here. Lots of snacks, but themed to be Fillmore's stand. At Tow Mater's Towing and Salvage, it's actually Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Not a huge fan of the smaller rides here, they're more for the kids, but Radiator Springs Racers is amazing. Now at some point they made the lightning lane for this ride something you have to pay individually for, and I'm not doing that. So we'll see how the single rider line goes. I do really want to go on this one. They got the Cozy Cone Motel, which is able to host 3 different little mini restaurants. I think there's 3. Yes, so cute. Oh, this place is so cool. And I always loved Flo's V8 Cafe. No gas, although it is, man, gas was 73 cents a gallon. That would be just rad. Still got Halloween decorations up here on the curio shop. Oh my god. Guys, I don't want to brag, but I just met a celebrity at the park. My boy Lightning.
Don't tell me.
He's even more beautiful in person. Of course, you've also got Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters, another one for the kiddies. I've done this one before. I just gotta say, the soundtrack to Radiator Springs slaps. Let's rock the single rider line here at Radiator Springs Racers. There's an hour-long wait for this ride. and I've been told that even the single rider line is estimated at 45 to 50, so really hardly saving any time. But you know what? Spectacular ride. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna brave this hot weather out in the sun. The backdrop here at Cars Land it's really amazing. It shows such depth, even though I know intellectually that it's a pretty confined space. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing. Stanley's Oasis, the 8 3/4 wonder of the world, the original radiator spring. Here we go.
Racing yet. Just follow me. Get ready. Raiders, howdy. Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun. What? We have a visitor.
We're all visitors on this planet. It takes more than new tires to win a race.
I'm your new crew chief.
I'll tell you what to pitch hard.
Getting into the groove. So pay attention. Towards the
Wow, now here's something brand new. San Francisco. When I was here even just last year, it was still the Pacific Wharf. Holy gosh, it's so different now. All right, we're gonna cross the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge and wander over into the vast Pixar Pier. Wow, I'm always amazed the first time I walk into this area by how big it all is. Yesterday it felt like we had all the luck for attractions. Today not as much. Incredicoaster has ballooned from 20 minutes up to 60 in the time it took me to walk here. This happens sometimes. Sometimes if you see a ride, particularly if it's far away from you, with a really low walk-up time, often everybody else in the resort is seeing it too, and they all flood to it, and that's what's happened here. Oh no, where's Mr. Potato Head? I hope this is just a temporary thing. Where has he gone? Alright, it's time to give Midway Mania a shot here. Oh, looks like I need both hands for this one. Thing to write home about. I came like third. Oh man. less than half of best in vehicle. All right, my cockiness wore off real fast. Okay, my next ride is going to be the Incredicoaster, which is very high on the list of things that I am not going to vlog because my phone will fly out of my hands, I'm just sure of it. So I'm going to skip filming this one and just enjoy it on my own. All right, now I'm really excited because Grizzly River Run reopened and I got one of the first fast passes, so it's over to there. Another big walking day. My feet are really upset with me on this day. But first, I'm gonna let Goofy teach me how to fly. I think that might be a poor choice, but I have my full faith in him that he'll do a good job. Oh yeah, Little Mermaid ride. Am I the only one who always forgets that this ride exists? If I recall correctly, it usually has a really short line. It is 15. Wow, that's actually longer than usual, but I can do 15. They're like testing for World of Color, I guess. Look at that! In the middle of the day. Is this like a planned show or just a test? I'm not sure.
This is such a great story about how Ariel became a villain.
Wish I could be part of that world.
Now the ordinary fish is happy. It's off to the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, but they said was the so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cold rice bells as the bees, and I help them. Yes, I do.
These small-scale dark rides are fun. I'm really tempted to go back over to Disneyland and do a late evening run of some of the Fantasyland smaller dark rides tonight. They're old school day one remnant of the park, the old San Francisco area. Still serving a purpose, still here in the alley that leads you between Pixar Pier and the Grizzly Peak area over here. Just kind of, I don't want to say forgotten about, but not really part of any other theming. Just people park strollers here, and the rest are like shut down storefronts. That's interesting. Oh my goodness, no way. Is that the first piece of Christmas theming that I've seen so far? It's starting. Was that there the whole time? I was just here a few hours ago and I didn't even notice. Look at that! Getting ready for the holiday season. Okay, it's working again. So excited to finally do this one. I think this is my last attraction in California Adventure for today. I think I'm gonna head back over to Disneyland. Does anyone else remember seeing this in VHS tapes for, I think it was A Bug's Life? I remember seeing this as like the symbol for the brand new theme park and really wanting to go down to Disneyland. It was years before I actually got here. And with that, I've now got to get over to Disneyland because I've just made a lightning lane for another one I didn't get to yesterday, Big Thunder Mountain, so that'll be fun. A lot of walking. I can do it. Look at this, they've lit up his lovely little Christmas sweater now. I love it. It's 6:15 now, getting to be dusk. I'm gonna head over to Disneyland for the last few hours of the day here. You know what? Every time, I can't help it. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Into Frontierland we go. Well, this is very interesting. This says that they're totally redoing the entrance to Tomorrowland once again. Since Disneyland first opened in 1955, there have been several great, big, beautiful Tomorrowland entrances, and its threshold is being transformed once again. As shown in this rendering, there's going to be a new, wider entrance to this area of the park. Oh, no way! There's going to be a new Clock of the World. That's so cool. The old 60s Clock of the World. It's going to kind of return in a way. A new version of Clock of the World will sit proudly in front of the Astro Orbiter and serve as Tomorrowland's new marquee. Alright, well, it's getting quite dark now. It might be time to start checking out the Fantasyland dark rides. Well, I'll have to do the walkthrough tomorrow. It seems to be closed today. Let's see if any of the dark rides have reasonable wait times. Let's see, Peter Pan's flight, 50 minutes. That's way too long. Snow White, 25. Oh, that's a little close. Mr. Toad, 40. That's way too long. You know what? Everything over in Fantasyland had a really long line, so I'm just gonna go through the west side of the park and see if there's anything with a relatively short line. It was a really, sparse early day and a really busy late evening. It's 8:30 now. We're about an hour and a half from close, but I think I'm gonna try to knock off 3 or 4 rides before we're done here. I see a steady stream of people getting out of the park now, so I'm gonna go over to Adventureland, see what I can't do, see if I can get on Pirates one more time. You know what? With Pirates at 25 minutes, let's do it.
Take them all off again, Mickey. Where we can dance now this year. Easy. Here I be, holding the treasure map and the key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look on Captain Jack's loudest face. And its many shiny little. As a familiar what can be on the morning. Big up, because you're home. I humbly accept this magnificent treasure as my reward for life.
With that, there is actually just a half hour until the closing of the park. I'm gonna see if I can't squeeze in 2 attractions between now and then. First of all, why not take a ride on Winnie the Pooh? Haven't gotten to this one yet.
Hang on tightly, Ro. Please.
Well, save your piglet. First the wind, and now this.
You'll see them multiply. What a wonderful day. Hooray! Happy birthday!
Alright, it's been a good full day here at Disneyland, both parks. I've had an amazing time. I did rope drop about 13 and a half hours ago, and you know what? I feel like making the most out of this day. It's still time to find one last ride at the park tonight. Let's see, maybe I'll run over to Fantasyland, see if I can't knock out one of the ones I haven't done already. If I time this properly, I might even get 2 rides in, but I'd like to do at least one. Okay, we're gonna see if we can't mostly walk on to Pinocchio here. This may or may not be our last ride of the evening. Oh, we got right to the front of the line and it broke. Okay, we're gonna sprint towards another line. Pinocchio, we'll try to do your ride tomorrow, maybe. Hopefully, we have time. You know what? Why don't we do Alice here? It's still up at, listing at about 25-minute wait time. But you know what? At least that'll buy us a few extra minutes in the park. We'll spend 25 minutes waiting for this ride. And that'll bring us to about 10:15 for a nice full day in the park. Well, y'all, I'm gonna try to get some shots of this attraction, but my phone's about to run out of battery, so I'll do the end of the video here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been day 2 of Disneyland Park Hopping Funness. Tomorrow I get here at 8 a.m. I'm gonna do the last of the Fantasyland rides in the morning, if hopefully the lines remain short. And then I'm going to a Kiss concert the same exact day. So the next episode of this vlog is going to be really fun. I'll catch you again then. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave you with some Alice in Wonderland ride footage. And I'll see you again from Disneyland tomorrow. The last ride.
Looking for the white rabbit? Wow. See for yourself.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit. Wait, please. It went this way. No, that way. Wait, and leave. All right, just say hello, goodbye, and leave.